Hi everyone, welcome back to vBlox TV where Roblox lovers play together. I'm Toto. I'm really excited to be doing our second episode of the How to Level Up as quickly as you can, and it is the alt edition. Alright, let's hop into it. In the last episode, we actually had leveled the alts from 1 to 20 all in one session, and we ran wave defense at the easy mode, so it took a little bit of time, but today we're gonna pick right up and move them into insane mode because insane is from 20 to 27. So at this time, I have not come to the realization that post wave was the way to go, so I'm still using aquatic smite. And so I kind of thought, well, maybe I should get creative and have the boss try to run toward Toto because that's the main one that I control and the rest is on other devices. So what I did was have all the ults move away from the center where the boss spawn and have them move all the way towards the wall of the Colosseum, and then have a couple of ults bunch up in between the gate where Toto stands and the boss, and so the boss will automatically be aggroed by those ults that are nearby, and then that will shorten the distance that I would have to run to kill the boss. So I thought, hey, that's gonna save some time, so that's what I did. But you know, actually the time that it took for me to run all the ults away from the boss and have them bunch up in between, it was not worth it. So this is not what you want to do. So that's my first tip for what not to do to be more efficient. Don't waste your time running the ults away, especially when you have so many ults to deal with. It takes enough time already to join the ults one by one after creating the lobby and waiting for them to join in and then having them running around, position themselves. Ugh. Anyway, so let's just move on, and it took me roughly 24 waves before I realized, oh my gosh, why am I using aquatic smite? Why don't I just use post waves? It takes me a little bit more time to run towards the boss, but then it saves me all those time with the waves that spawns at the gate. What I was thinking at the moment was that, hey, I'm gonna run up towards the boss with the aquatic smite and then use post wave at the gate, so that with the aquatic smite it gives me that little bit of range so I don't have to run as far up to the boss to kill him off. But then, you know, in reality, the switching of all these spells and the potential of glitching yourself by switching spells too fast is a real danger too, so I decided that, hey, you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to post wave from now on. The next thing I have to part with you here is, while I was busy doing all that and getting very preoccupied with being more efficient, all of my ults have reached level 27 at wave 28. And I wasn't paying attention, so I guess I just kept going and killed the boss when I could have just let the boss kill the ults while just resetting the 4 carriers. And that is how all my ults ended up at level 28 by the time I finished resetting them one by one this round. So my next tip for you is do pay attention to what you're doing and the level of your ult. Stay focused so that you can be more efficient than I. So if you're a solo player and you're only one single character with a high level, then of course you obviously have to band up with other higher level players to do this. It's not too difficult to now find players who are interested in carrying ults, especially when the payout for the ults is so monumental. I mean, you would never have to worry about having coins to upgrade your items, and the chances of you getting great lucks, even from the dailies, not having to do anything, would already be significant. It's back to business as usual, and so I'm doing the nightmare level, and supposedly this is gonna bring me up to Winter Outpost insane difficulty next. So as I was sitting there kind of chatting with JJ, and since I am already in the dungeon and I wasn't paying too much attention to what the level breaks are for the various difficulties. So I was asking JJ, oh JJ, can you go and check out to see what the breakdown is for the various level, because I'm kind of like in the middle of doing this and I want to be efficient. I don't want to just go, alt tab and find it out for myself, especially when you have, another person and all the information at their fingertips. So I asked JJ and she gave me the breakdown, and then here I am going on my last leg of Desert Temple, and I asked her again, hey JJ, what level should I be done with the nightmare? And she told me 32. So I said, oh, okay. So that's what I did. So, in a little bit, you will see that I would reset all of my characters at level 32. But then, as I was porting out and tried to make the new lobby for Winter Outpost, I realized that, oh my gosh, it's actually 33. Oh my goodness. So there, my next tip for you is do not trust JJ. Whatever JJ has to say, you definitely have to take it with a grain of salt. So I had to spend more time coming back into Desert Temple Nightmare once again to gain that one last level. Oh gosh, it was a lot of time wasted, but you know what not to do? Never listen to your evil twin. You know that saying that you shouldn't be worried about how strong your enemies are, but the real concern is how silly your allies can be, and that is to put it very mildly. No truer words were ever spoken. So after the little hiccup brought to you by JJ Beans, my evil twin, everything got back on track without any further delays. So we were able to move on to Winter Outpost Easy Mode and went all the way straight to level 40. And thereafter it will be every 5 levels that we have to reset to go to the next difficulty level. So it's easy breezy, lemon squeezy from here on out. So I've decided not to sit in with JJ anymore on Discord while I'm doing these wave defense, as the help that I received was more than enough to get me on my way. As with anything in life, some truth can just be understood and cannot be spoken aloud, because when does, someone will have to pay the consequences. And in this case, it might just be me getting blacklisted when a certain somebody is running dungeon, and I might just get sit out altogether. So I'm not gonna risk that, but you saw what happened. Again, the takeaway lesson actually is it's not about how strong your enemies can possibly be, but it really is about your allies. And don't listen to whatever people say about the grain of salt. You need a bucket. Alright everyone, that marks the end of our second episode on how to level up really fast the old edition on vBlox TV. Please don't forget to subscribe and like our channel, because they're free and you can always undo them later. If you really like our content and would like to run with us on stream and off stream, then don't forget to press that join button to join our membership program. That would really support us in the long run and allow us to put more time and effort into doing more videos for you guys. Thanks a lot everyone, and as usual, please stay safe, stay home, and play Roblox with us. Oh, one last thing I forget. Before I go, I would like to introduce you to my Evo Twins channel, JJBeans_7. She sings about us and playing Dungeon Quest and Roblox and about different aspects of her life. And a lot of songs are her original, and she has this really angelic voice, even though she is really the devil reincarnate. But you know, you gotta go over there and check it out and subscribe to her if you like the content there. Again, that's JJBeans_7. Alright, take care everyone.